What's up, man? What's the deal, man? Welcome to Stand on the Media. Salute to my Stand on the Media family out there. Salute. Happy Friday to everyone, man. I hope everybody had a great weekend, an even better weekend. I really do, man. If you are new to my channel, much appreciated. Do me a favor, though. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video. Please share the video. Hit the notification bell. You will be notified when we drop these videos. So, look, man, we're going to get right to it. So, salute the Rich Trapper, man. Trap News Network for the content, man. Golly, this is sounding spooky. It's getting spooky in these YouTube streets. So he say, man, he got good word that, yeah, man, Wack might be up out of here, man. 90% chance, I think my man said, man. He said it's a good 90% chance. He got some more information because I did a live yesterday, or was it this morning? Maybe this morning I spoke on it, but my man says he got some more information, man. You know, it looked like it's about to get real spooky out here in these streets, man. So yeah, it's wow. So one thing I will say, man, about the situation, right? I don't see how, because I did hear a little bit of it before I cut it off. What I will say is I don't see how they can connect this to the big U indictment, to whip it all into that indictment. I think this will end up being something separate from the big U indictment for sure. Will they be able to keep Wack 100 and hold him extremely accountable? That's yet to be determined. But I think there's a pretty amount of overwhelming evidence to show that Wack knows more than what he's leading on, that he was more involved in what he's leading on. And Loose Cannon definitely, remember I kept saying to y'all, Loose Cannon is a lot smarter than a lot of people think he is. And I guarantee, I bet you he has an ace in the hole. And what made me think of that and make me feel that way is when he had Demon Time Exotics recording their conversations, when Wack and them would deal with him and they would have those conversations. Wack didn't know about some of those recordings. You know what I'm saying? And Loose Cannon was making sure, you know, he had some backup, some contingency plans, or whatever, however you say it. He had that in the tuck. So that is interesting. I do believe that he does. What that is, I don't know, but I can assume that it's, you know, when y'all having those conversations between y'all two and y'all putting the play together. Not on the phone, but in person, you know? And he may have had a recording device, or maybe his wife had the recording device or something like that. And he was recording certain conversations because he knew that this day may come. Yeah. So that's that. I don't know too much of what's going on in this audio. You know, I'm trying to give it the 5-minute mark. If you want to get right to the content, fast forward another 2 minutes and you'll get there. I'm going to make sure I put a link to this video in the description of this video. So please go support Rich Trapper, man, at Trap News Network. Go support his page. Go sub if you haven't already. I've been a sub. Run his numbers up, man. I'm telling you, there's not too many people in this space that you can take their word at face value, and he's one of them. And I think he let you know in his audio, man. I said 90%. I didn't say 100%. So there's a 10% chance that no, it won't happen. So don't come back to me and say you lied to me. You didn't tell me the truth, because in fact he 100% did. He didn't give you no guarantee. You know what I'm saying? But I'm good with 90%. I'm good with 90% as far as justice. Whatever justice is, I want justice for Marciano. Jay Reed, Allegedly, I was under the impression, I've always believed that he was in on whatever that was when it happened. He knew that whooping was coming. He's Travis Ford stepped out for him to step in, and he was supposed to be getting a cut or whatever for doing that. That's what I believe. That's what I believe, and that's somewhat of what I heard happen. But I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, then I want justice for Jay Reed also. But I want justice for the people who didn't have anything to do with anything that were harmed in that video. And it seemed like Marciano may have been the one, because it sounded like he was the driver. He didn't have any idea that any of that was happening. And you know what I did? What's funny? That Rich put this out, and we're gonna get to the content after this. I went back and looked at that no jumper footage. Because if the people been following me from beginning, you remember I told you, man, I seen clips of it, but I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. It just annoyed the hell out. Go back and watch my older videos when I was talking about this. I couldn't get into it, man, because it just annoyed it. The rage of the sucker shit that was going on in that video. I just couldn't take it, so I didn't watch it. I only watched bits and pieces, and then I was done with it. So I went last night and I rewatched that footage from start to finish, and it was hard to stomach that shit, man. But man, they did Marciano bad. They did Jay Reed bad too. They did them both bad, but that was super unnecessary and super sucker shit. That was real suckerish, and I employ those who may forgot to go back and watch that footage. It's nasty work. So I want justice for Marciano 100%, and anybody else that truly was innocent that got harmed in this whole situation. Whatever that justice is, that's what I want justice for. For those situations that were harmless, that should have been harmless, that these people took advantage of. Whatever justice is for that, that's what I want for them, whatever, however it looks. But anyway, we're going to get to the content, man. I'm 6 minutes over, going into 7. Didn't mean to do y'all like that, so I'm going to shut up and get to the content. But before we do, we're going to let Wack 100 tell you exactly who he is. Let's go.
But then again, you know how the feds work.
How they work.
We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out.
That's a fact.
We don't care how many bags you done passed out.
Y'all don't.
What we care about is these wiretaps.
Of course.
We care about these confidential informants.
Oh, no.
And we care about your actions within the means of the law.
That's a fact. Stand on the media. Let's go.
What's the deal, y'all? What's the deal, y'all? We're Travis Company and 10 and Travis Network, man. I'm in traffic in between fight training. Damn, she fine. I'm leaving jiu-jitsu on my way to Muay Thai right now. Got punching and kicking. Had some boxing earlier, did some jiu-jitsu. Now I'm on my way to Muay Thai. I did some lifting this morning as well, man. So, good fight training. But that's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. That's not why we're here. Why we're here is to give y'all some news y'all can use. Some knowledge y'all ain't finna get nobody's college, man. So I hope everybody's afternoon for me, morning for y'all is going well. It's 10:03 in Atlanta. It's 10:03 in LA, 1:03 in Atlanta. Hope everybody's doing great today. Everybody's having a pretty cool day. Let's get right into this, man. Rat Run Hunter in this no jumper situation. Let's kind of break it down a little bit. It's a lot of people who are going to be going to jail soon. I said it once, I'm saying it twice. I said it the other day, and y'all thought that I was lying, and then that paperwork came out for Loose Cannon's case, and then it was like, maybe Trap was onto something. No, Trap is onto something. There is no maybe. I can't say too much because it is not my place to present information and anything that is not already in the news cycle. So do I know a lot of things? Yup. Am I going to say a little bit about it? Yup. Am I going to say everything about it? Nope. So, it is what it is. Before y'all get in the comments, why would you even bring it up? Then right now is your chance to turn the content off. Right now. Here's your perfect chance. Because before you tell me, well, why would you bring it up? Why you keep listening after I just told you what I was and what I wasn't going to do? Anyway, Wack is, like I said before, high 90% chance of going to jail for this no jumper situation. Now, just because he gets arrested for it doesn't mean he'll be convicted for it, but he will be put into some sort of, police custody and all that kind of stuff. However, if he decides to cooperate and work with the powers that be, he will not. How do I know this? Don't worry about it. What do I know? I know that there's an indictment coming down from the Burbank Police Department, and I know that the indictment is being treated right now. It's kind of like in a gray area. Will it be a part of a superseding indictment for this RICO, for this, you know, Big U situation? That would be determined by if they can kind of prove that Loose Cannon, you know, did that for the betterment of what was going on with Big U, or somehow it's like kind of tied to that. If they can somehow link up Loose Cannon and Big U's beef to that no jumper fight, you know what I'm saying, it could be a thing. Now, what can make it even trickier is the dude that's snitching has a relationship with Jay Reed. Jay Reed is a victim in a no jumper fight. So it's kind of a tricky, sticky, icky, vicky situation because all these characters are indirectly involved with one another. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like they cool with each other, but they not. They deal with each other, but they don't. Like persons 1 and 2 might deal with each other, and then persons 3 and 4 might deal with each other, but person 2 might deal with like person 4. And persons 2 and 4 might deal with persons 5, 6, and 7. But then they don't deal with 8, 9, 10, but they deal with 9, 10. Like, it's a lot of indirect, you know, webs of connection here. So with that all being said, a lot of the IBM dudes are mad. Oh, bro, you talking about stuff that shouldn't be on the internet? Number one, I like the IBM hoodlum dude. So let me throw that out there. Are you gonna let me get over? Or you gonna sell my AW?
So salute to the IBM hoodlum brother too. I like him too, man. Salute to him, man. Real talk. I really like that young brother, man. He going for what he know. He fighting, he swinging. Wack 100 been playing with him and his wife, disrespecting him over there. So he's standing up for himself, man, and he riding. So salute to him. As far as them having a problem with anyone talking about this in the public sphere, man, the nerve on these guys. Huh? Like, does that even make any sense? Why would y'all put this out in the first place? Who would think it was who had the bright idea to record this, put it out, then y'all go and boast and brag about it? What I should have had was the clip of when Wack 100 had it over there on the 100 side, and Bumpy and them was talking about, man, I've been laughing at that footage all day.
Bruh.
Ha 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 ha. And just boasting and bragging, and Wack talking about, I'm not a rapper.
Bruh.
I'm not a rapper.
Bruh.
What he should have been doing was this.
I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut.
See how Debbie know that, but he didn't know that. Instead, he took credit of it. Like, man, you come playing with me, that's what's gonna happen. So that tells the people that these people did it on behalf of you. Y'all bragged about it, boasted about it until it wasn't cool no more, when it wasn't fashionable no more. Now it's like, hold up, y'all need to stop talking about it. Nope, that ship has left the dock. The plane has flown off the the landing strip, and it's in the air. There's no coming back. It's on its way to whatever its destination is. So if it's in the sphere, we're going to talk about it. Hell, y'all did.
I like the IBM hoodlum dude. IBM hoodlum has been on fire. Now the rest of you IBM niggas I don't know nothing about. But the IBM hoodlum dude, outside of the ones that be in my comments, and I'm gonna address the IBM dudes in my comments next. The dude IBM hoodlum, oh yeah, that ninja's on fire. I don't know if y'all been watching his content, but if you ain't been watching his content, you need to watch his content, because the IBM hoodlum nigga is knocking down doors and flipping tables and taking names. He ain't quiet about it at all. He done gave up Wack's addresses. He done gave up R&B's addresses. Grandma's name, auntie names, mama's names, and all that. IBM hoodlum is he a rogue agent right now. So, you know, you want to catch up with some of what he got going on for sure. But to the other IBM dudes that's in my comments, and you're mad because I said it's 13 people that's gonna come down and be swept up potentially in this indictment. And one dude specifically is named for picking up a pair of Jordan tennis shoes, a pair of Air Jordan tennis shoes. Remember, I said it. Somebody picked up, and they know who it is. I know who it is. I'm just not gonna say it. But you go back and you watch that no jumper fight, you know what I'm saying? The fight that y'all put on the internet, and if y'all, let's say y'all didn't put it on the internet, Loose Cannon bragged about it enough and made us all curious about it. And again, if you want that raw footage to that no jumper fight, holla at your boy. I'll be able to get that to you. It's gonna cost you a little bit though. It ain't for free. It's for me. It ain't for free. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta, you know what I'm saying, do a little 1-2 stepping. But don't worry about it. I can get you that immediately. You know what I'm saying? As soon as that chili touch, you can have that video. You feel me? Let me know some of you want the raw, uncut footage of that no jumper fight. But if you watch that no jumper fight, you see bro picking up Air Jordans, and you picking up those Air Jordans after bro got potentially actually ulted, after bro got Yista whipped, after bro got potentially attempted murdered. You feel me? Y'all did that on camera. Y'all did that on camera. Now, all those charges, you may have to face, what you got to face for that. You might got to do what you got to do for that. Like, that is the reality of the situation. And number one, it's 3 things you did wrong. Number one, y'all recorded a crime. Number one, that's the first thing you did wrong. Number 2 is y'all shared the recording of a crime. I'm lying, y'all did 4 things wrong. We can keep adding to the list, but we'll just stop at 4. Number 1, you recorded a crime. Number 2, you shared a copy of that recording to your friends. Number 3, you uploaded it to the internet. Number 4, you went on social media platforms and spoke about it. Yeah, so to come at me like, oh, well, you should know what to talk about, what you should know what to talk about, why would you post it online? And then if you posted it online, why would you go on all the platforms in our universe bragging about the fight? Yeah, that's idiocy on your end. But where does that tie Wack 100? I believe that Loose Cannon knows something, because if you notice, the IBM hoodlum dude is striking right now. I like IBM hoodlum, so I ain't gonna never, I ain't gonna talk bad about bro. I like what he got going on right now, so I ain't gonna say nothing bad about bro. And I will continue to tell y'all should support his page, follow him, like, give him a comment, subscribe, run his page up, IBM hoodlum. It's IBMH004LUM. I think that's how he spells it. But go to my subscriptions. I subscribe to him. Go check out my list. Yeah, but if you notice, the IBM hoodlum dude is going rogue against Wack. He going off. He dropping all this information. If you notice that Sharice Mills is dropping videos with Loose Cannon and 600 and Wack having these private conversations, and in these private conversations, niggas is getting exposed and getting outed and all that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. I honestly, in my heart, believe that Loose Cannon is holding on to a piece of information that is extremely damaging to Wack and 600. You notice 600 has kind of chilled out. 600 is like the kid who's getting bullied in school, and he only go up there and fight because his daddy made him fight. He don't really want to fight. He only fought because his daddy made him fight. He don't really want to do nothing, though. He don't really want to get cracking, though. He don't really want to jump to it, so he like kind of putting up a little fight, but that's only because his daddy Wack is making him fight. I believe that 600 knows something in regards to that no jumper fight that shows a premeditation. That shows that Wack was complicit in the premeditation that would get Wack 100 essentially thrown into an indictment. Now, again, for it to be a part of this RICO, there would have to be something that ties all this to what, Loose Cannon had going on with Big U. And who knows what Loose Cannon, at this point, I think that Loose Cannon was the smartest kid in the dumb class. I think that Loose Cannon was the smartest kid in the dumb class, because though he might be in jail, I honestly, in my heart, believe that he's holding on to information that can get everybody sent up there with him. And I believe that he had an ulterior motive, and in the back of his mind, he's holding on to some kind of trump card. Because if you notice, Wack still ain't went off on him yet. The IBM dude has put out Wack's address. He hasn't went out on him yet. Wack ain't on power rule. He ain't crashed out. He ain't did nothing. You feel me? I know a little bit more information, but I can't quite speak on that. But it's regarding.
So with that in regard, that is half true, only because while Rich Trapper was putting this audio out, Demon Time Exotics had went live, and on that live, Wack pulls up, and Wack and them, Demon Time I think was already going in on the IBM hoodlum brother, and then Wack called, and then he started to go in and address certain things about the IBM hoodlum brother. I'm gonna tell you this though. I knew something was coming. Something was odd, and something was coming. Was going to happen. I knew something was coming towards him, and I'm gonna tell you why. Salute to Demon Time Exotic. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? He had came to my live this morning, and he had asked me about, did I hear? Or do I know? Did I see something about something he had asked me? It was something about IBM hoodlum. To the fact where I say, well. To the point I say, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I did some content of his the other day. It's on my channel, man. Go check it out. But yeah, I say, yeah, I'm rocking with that dude. I like that dude, man. He went all the way in. And then I proceeded to do what I was doing. But I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of like random. You know what I'm saying? Because I did content on him like 2 days ago, and it did pretty decent numbers. So I'm assuming, he didn't, at least Demon Time has seen it by then. But I thought that was a little random, so I said, "Well, damn, you know what I'm saying? Something must be coming towards his way in this content spirit today, because I think that was like the second time somebody brought his name up that I know of today, and then boom, I see that, and I said, oh, okay, I get it. It's crazy because when you're not playing the game like how certain people play the game, it's like things that go over your head. So I'm learning how to catch them, even though I'm not actually participating in the game, to keep my nose clean and up out of it. Because that's something I don't ever want to do. Like, don't involve me in the game. Like, whether y'all play the game, play the game. You know, you ain't gonna hear shit from me. You know what I'm saying? Just don't involve me in the game. I ain't here for that. I'm here to just do real raw content, is as authentic as I can humanly possibly make it, as much as I can. But, you know, this shit get tricky though. But anyway, yeah, I just want to say that. Let's
the Wack. I ain't gonna speak on it. I know whoever watching was like, you better not say what you talking. I'm not gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. But when that information becomes clear, just remember, all I'm gonna say is this, man. It's gonna be a cold. This summer gonna be different for a lot of people. And I'm gonna keep y'all updated, man, with some news y'all can use. I promise you, just bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. We gonna learn the truth about Wack 100 real soon. Real soon. It's gonna be an undeniable truth. I'm gonna keep y'all posted. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. But if y'all don't get nothing out of this, get this. Wack is potentially on the way to an indictment. It's potentially 13 indictments coming out off that no jumper fight. It's somebody in that no jumper brawl video outside of Loose Cannon that's Yistel whipping people. Bile with the Yistel. He in the video clear as day doing his Dougie with the Yistel. We thought that Loose Cannon was the only Yisteler, but there's another Yisteler a Yistel whipper in the building. There is another Yistel whipper. So get that through y'all head. If y'all don't get nothing from this video, let me get y'all with this. Somebody else was Yistel whipping, so he gonna get a charge. Bro who tried to snatch up them Jordans, he gonna get a charge. They're potentially Wack. Loose Cannon might be able to prove a premeditation or some other things. Wack might get a charge, and 10 other people who was over there, they might get some charges. We gonna see though. For these stories and more, I'm gonna keep y'all developed. My bad. These stories and more continue to develop. I'm gonna keep y'all updated. Y'all know the deal, man. It's Rich Trapper signing out. CNN Trap News Network. News you can use. Knowledge you ain't finna get nobody's college. Be better today than what you were yesterday, and be even better tomorrow. But today, be at your very best. And y'all know it's free Avenue Angel till he's free. We gone.
All right, wanted to make sure I got that in there before I went to that ad. Salute to Rich Trapper, bro. Salute to that brother, man, for doing the God's work, man. I've never heard him be, do content that wasn't credible, running fake content, or well, as far as, you know what I mean, like when it comes to telling these type of stories and stuff, man, he's pretty credible. So that's definitely why I reported it, man, because I feel like he's somebody that is actually tapped in. That's a proven fact. So I say, yeah, man, that's interesting. And he's been the one ringing that bell. So I got to take his word for it, man. So there's a 90% chance. Now, let me just say this before we go. That means there's a 10% chance that it may not happen. So I don't want to see y'all in his comment section or my comment section talking about, y'all know what y'all talking about. That didn't happen. 90% chance means almost, right? Just like the feds have a 97, 98% conviction rate, right? I hope that Big U gets the 2 to 3% and wins his case. So, shit happens. But that's interesting, man. Interesting. Wack, if you listening, you might want to go to the Congo and check on the production of these diapers, man. You might need to come out with a 2026 diaper. You feel me? So this might be the time. I'm doing what you did with when you was warning Big U about the kid and the fingernails, remember? So yeah, you might want to go to the Congo and get to work on a 2026 diaper that's even more leak proof than the one that you already say you created. You know what I'm saying? But you might need to get down there now, because 2026 will be here before you know it. You dig? If you're new to my channel and you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate you. I really do. do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment in this video, please share the video, hit that notification bell. You will be notified when I drop videos. And like we like to say around here, man, we'll catch y'all on the other side. Before we leave up out of here, we're going to let Wack 100 tell y'all exactly who he is. Let's go.
But then again, you know how the feds work. We don't care how many chickens or turkeys you pass out. Yeah. We don't care how many book bags you done passed out. What we care about is these wiretaps. We care about these confidential informants. And we care about your actions within the means of the law.
Stand on the media. Let's go.